If you've ever walked outside and seen shattered glass where your peace used to be parked, this message is for you. Leaving your car unlocked these days is like setting out a buffet for burglars. Coming in, we got purses, charges, and half a bottle of Pepsi. Be right back. How to keep your car safe. Stop break-ins before they start. Welcome to the Unorganized Chaos Network. I am the evangelist of entertainment. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, turn on that notification button. I am alert, I am aware, and I protect what moves me. My peace rides with me, and my power is parked in wisdom. I am covered, my car is covered, and I take divine steps to stay safe and secure. Let's read Proverbs 27:12. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. This verse lifts the idea of awareness, preparation, and divine wisdom. This is perfect for motivating you all and me and this neighborhood community to be aware and prepare, so we won't have to deal with any of these entering autos. Hopefully not too much. One of my favorite books is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and Agreement 1 is be impeccable with your word. Your word is your intention. When you speak protection over your property and act with clarity and mindfulness, you're aligning with integrity, and thieves have no power in the space covered by intention and wisdom. One of my favorite movies is Set It Off, and one of the quotes in that movie is, in a world where desperation meets opportunity, one unlocked door can turn your life upside down. So just like in Set It Off, where one choice led to a chain of consequences, leave your car unsecured, give someone else the power to write your next scene. But today, you hold the script. Also, this song Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. You're gonna hurt your back dragging all them bags like that. Erykah Badu has warned that's carrying too much baggage, especially leaving it visible in your car, can weigh you down. Protect your peace, protect your rider, don't leave your blessings in plain sight. I'm a former police sergeant, over 13 years in a law enforcement career field. But in Georgia, OCGA 16818, enter an automobile. If any person shall enter any automobile or other motor vehicle with the intent to commit a theft or a felony, he shall be guilty of a felony, and upon conviction thereof shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 nor more than 5 years, or in the discretion of the trial judge as for a misdemeanor. This is classified as a felony offense, and a sentence can range from 1 to 5 years in prison. It don't even take property actually being stolen. Entering the auto is all that's needed. It's the intent to steal or commit another felony by entering the auto. Now, general theft, which we call theft by taking, OCGA 16-8-2, a commercial commits the offense of theft by taking when he unlawfully takes any property of another with the intention of depriving him of the property. Now, nonviolent motor vehicle theft is OCGA 16-8-12, and the penalties depend on the value and the use of the vehicle. For non-commercial vehicles, if it's $5,000 or less, the felony is 1 to 5 years. $25,000 felony 1 to 10 years. $25,000 or more felony 2 to 20 years. The judge may, of course, reduce the felony charge to a misdemeanor. I don't know why a judge would do that, but I've seen it done. Punished for about up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Now, vehicle hijacking or carjacking is when you are inside of the vehicle and they're using force or intimidation to take you from the vehicle. And that's OCGA 16-5-44-1. And of course, that's a felony, 10 to 20 years, up to life in prison. Now, Georgia also has a Castle Doctrine, a defense of habitation. That's OCGA 16-3-23. You are legally justified to use force, including deadly force, when you reasonably believe. Reasonably is the operative word. Reasonably believe it is necessary to use force up to including deadly force to prevent an unlawful forcible entry into your home. Now, a vehicle is an extension of your home. Someone attempting to commit a forcible felony upon entry. There is no duty to retreat when defending your home. Georgia law treats your home as your castle. Georgia also has a stand your ground law. That's OCGA 16-3-23.1. Beyond your home, you're not required to retreat before using force, even deadly force, anywhere you have a legal right to be, provided your use of force is otherwise justified under law. Back to defense of property, that's OCGA 16-3-24. You may use non-deadly force to defend your property, your car, shed, business, when you reasonably believe it's necessary to prevent someone from unlawfully removing, damaging, or intruding upon it. To justify deadly force for property defense, there must be a forcible felony, and there's felonies and forcible felony. A forcible felony involved, but just mere trespass or theft doesn't qualify. They have to use some type of force. Now, general self-defense, OCGA 16-3-21, you are justified in using force up to and including deadly force against another person if reasonably necessary to prevent imminent unlawful force, such as violence or a forcible felony like rape, robbery, or aggravated burglary, wherever you have a lawful right to be. Stand your ground applies under this statute. There is no duty to retreat. Now, citywide, that's Columbus, Georgia, citywide property crime rates, including theft, burglary, and auto break-ins, are higher than national averages. The property crime rate in Columbus is about 26 to 25 crimes per 1,000 residents, meaning you have a 1 in 39 chance of becoming a victim in any given year. The motor vehicle theft alone clocks in at roughly 285 per 100,000 residents. That's 1 in 350, aligning with other high rates crimes across Georgia. According to the Neighborhood Scouts FBI-based analysis, y'all know I can't pronounce these words. Residents in Columbus have a 1 in 284 chance of having their vehicle stolen, placing the city among those with one of the nation's highest motor vehicle theft rates. Property crime, including vehicle theft, occurs at about 26 incidents per 1,000 residents, or roughly 1 in 38 people per year. In downtown Columbus specifically, the motor vehicle theft rate is 4 0.079 per 1,000 residents annually, which means between 1 and 185 to 1 and 263 residents can expect to be victimized depending on the neighborhood. That rate is higher than national averages and exceeds the overall city average, costing residents an estimated $63 per person per year in lost vehicle value and related expenses. Columbus, Georgia total crime rate 33 per 1,000 residents. Violent crimes 6.4 per 1,000 residents. Property crime 26.4 per 1,000 residents. Atlanta, Georgia, violent crime 33% higher than Columbus. Property crime roughly similar to Columbus. Warner Robins, Georgia, violent crime Columbus is 21% higher. Property crime Columbus is slightly lower, 3%. Augusta, Georgia is much safer compared to Columbus. Augusta violent crime rate is 1 per 1,000. Augusta property crime rate is 3.8 per 1,000. Columbus ranks high in crime compared to national averages and many peers, beating fewer than 21% of cities in safety. Atlanta is more violent, but property crime rates are on par. This nuance can frame your argument about local risk. Warner Robins has slightly lower violent but slightly higher property crime. Augusta is significantly safer, which can help. We can use Augustus. I don't know why they. Never mind. Macon's rates skyrocket in comparison to Columbus. But you know what? Protect what moves you, which is your car. How to keep your car safe. Stop break-ins before they start. Protect what moves you. Okay? Let's talk about what's moving us. It's what's trying us and what's trying to stop us. Our cars, our wheels, our hustle vessels, our mobile ministry. The thing that gets us to our job, our grocery grabber, our kid hauler, church rider, dream driver. Lately, too many folks are waking up to broken glass and broken peace. Too many engines silenced by a thief's bold hand, by a thief's bold hand. It don't have to be like that. I'm not trying to talk fear to anybody, but power. Protect your blessings. Love yourself enough to lock it up. Lock your doors. You'll be surprised how many folks forget. A car left unlocked is a thief's warm invitation. You might as well leave a welcome mat on the dash. Lock your doors. I know some people say they would rather leave their door unlocked so the perpetrator won't break their windows. I think it's best to lock your doors, but you do what you feel is best for you. But don't leave your treasures on the seat, your bag, put it in the trunk, your laptop, take it inside. Your peace of mind is priceless. Thieves look through windows before they touch the handle. So if they see something tempting, it's just target practice for them. Me personally, when I was a police sergeant, I would tell people not to leave anything in their vehicle, to treat their car like it was a rental vehicle. Me personally, I've had long time ago, when I was in my 20s, I had a black Dodge Charger sitting on 22s with nice rims. My rims were stolen. After that, I've had other cars after that, but after that, I never kept anything in my car, not even loose change. I've written reports where unhoused individuals would literally break into a car and just get loose change. So I try to tell my family friends, don't leave anything in your vehicle. Treat it just like it's a rental vehicle. When a rental vehicle, you get it, there's nothing in it. When you return it, there's nothing in it. Take baby seat, car seats. I know it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. You're far more less likely to get your vehicle broken into if there's nothing in it. unless the perpetrator, the offender, is just trying to steal your vehicle. Most of the time, they're just trying to do. Most internautos are just what we call opportunity crimes. Also, you can light up your car, put your car in a lit area. Darkness breeds drama. Park under a street light or in a well-lit driveway, or use a motion sensor light. Let the light speak for you. And cameras don't sleep. We sleep, but the cameras don't sleep. So that'll help. If you can get a dash cam or a driveway cam, even a fake camera work. Perception is protection. Or you can invest in an anti-theft device, a club, a kill switch, a GPS tracker, even one of those, what you call those Apple location tracker things. Yeah. But just get something that say, hey, you can try me. You can try to get me, but you won't keep me. Because there's nothing worse than paying on a note on a car that's gone. You don't want to do that. And know your neighborhood. Talk to your neighbors. Share information. Watch out for each other. The community isn't just about cookouts. It's about safety and solidarity. We want to make sure we don't let anybody get left behind. Also, walk like you are covered because you are. Walk like you're protected because you're aware. Walk like you ain't just saving a car. You're saving time. You're saving trauma. You're saving trouble. You're saving the stress of paperwork, the tears of loss, and the sacred rhythm of your daily grind. This ain't just about glass and metal. This is about ownership. This is about agency. This is about saying, I value what moves me. Your vehicle moves you. Just take 5 minutes tonight. Check your doors, tidy your car, park with intention. Because the best alarm system starts with awareness. And the best deterrent is a prepared mind with a divine plan. Protect your ride, protect your peace, and always move like your purpose is parked inside. Let me tell you what don't care about the zip code you live in, what car you drive, or how good your credit is. And that's car break-ins. Car break-ins don't care nothing about your zip code, your credit, or what type of car it is. Car break-ins are not sexy, they are not viral, but they are very real. Very real. And as a former police sergeant, I've seen it all. Shattered windows, stolen gym bags, half-eaten Popeyes meals. Left untouched, but the designer shades are gone. I've written those reports, and most of all of them are preventable. But the reality is, according to the FBI, a vehicle is broken into or stolen about every 32 seconds in the USA. In Columbus, Georgia, we have had over 1,500 car break-ins and more than 250 stolen vehicles this year already, and it's only June. While most folks assume it only happens over there, it don't happen over here, it only happens in the suburbs and gated community. But it happens in church parking lots, at your grandma's house, it happens everywhere. And some folks might be saying, if someone want it bad enough, they'll take it anyway. That's true. But that's also like saying, hey, my house is gonna flood, so why bother fixing the roof? Prevention doesn't guarantee perfection, but it increases protection. And from my perspective as a former law enforcement officer, we often use the term in policing called opportunity crime. Most car break-ins are not a strategic mission. They are crimes of opportunity. There's no Ocean's 11 crew involved. It's just someone checking door handles at 3 a.m. Hoping your door is unlocked and your brain was too tired to double check it. That's all it is. It's just an opportunity to commit a crime. And most internautos thefts are people who are looking for loose change, laptops, your weapons, your designer bags, because they're good for a quick resale, no trace. But some of the best practices to protect your ride, like I stated before, obviously, is to lock your doors. 1 in 3 cars broken into were unlocked. That's just an open invitation, along with a statistic. Take your valuables with you. If it's valuable to you, it's valuable to them also. A diaper bag looks like a Gucci bag to a desperate thief. Use motion sensor lights apart under street lights. These hate light, like roaches hate rain. Install cameras or even a fake one. Visual deterrence work. Even a blinking red light or a blinking red dot. Just anything that says you're being watched is a deterrent. You can invest in anti-theft tools, wheel locks, car alarms. Those are like car condoms, which I've heard used in the law enforcement community. Nobody plans for the trouble, but protection matters. And check your insurance coverage. Full coverage doesn't automatically mean that what's inside of the vehicle is covered. So make sure you ask your insurance provider, does full coverage means that if a theft occurs from within inside of the vehicle, if the item stolen is covered, but sometimes it's not. Okay, now I know somebody gonna say back in the day we didn't lock nothing and nobody touched a thing. I've heard that plenty of times. That's because back in the day the community would have beat that little boy behind and called his mama before the police ever showed up. But nowadays people record before they report. They record the crime before they report it. So it's a different day, different type of discipline. Chief Beverly Harvard, she's one of my favorite police chiefs. She's the first Atlanta black female police chief. She said, crime prevention is not about fear, it's about empowerment. Okay, most property crimes can be avoided through environmental awareness and habit change. And that's according to the National Crime Prevention Council. Okay, so listen, you work hard. Most of us work hard. Work hard, wake up early, you pay your notes, you clean your crumbs, chase kids, carry groceries, all in the car. Don't let someone take what they didn't earn. Be alert, not alarmed. Just be alert. Be aware, not afraid. Be proactive, not paranoid. Because protecting your ride is protecting your ride. So check your locks tonight. Move that bag. Turn on that light. Talk to your neighbor. Because break-ins don't just break glass. They break trust. And around here, you want to drive with dignity and park with purpose. Stay safe, stay wise, and keep your keys and your peace right where they belong. All right, so do that for me. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification button. Thank you so much for subscribing, and share this with at least 4 other people, and you're more than likely to become like the 4 people you hang around with the most. Thank you again for subscribing. All hearts and minds are clear. Go govern yourselves accordingly.